If you have gap in your profile, that is again a very crucial thing. So if you have gap in your profile, that gap has to be justified with the correct documentation. If you have the work experience, if you have done any internship, if you have done any social work, everything has to be explained with the documentary evidence to the immigration officer, so that they don't consider it as a gap, and they make sure that they grant you the visa without thinking too much. There is no age bar in New Zealand. We have got the visa for even 40, 45, and 50 years of the student. So you don't have to worry about that. Oh, my age is 35, because in Australia there is no post-study work visa after 34 years of age. There is no condition as such in New Zealand. Hi, hello everyone. This is Chakit from VAC Global Education. In this video, I'm going to explain you each and everything about study visa for New Zealand, where to get the offer letter from, how the offer letter thing works, PCC, medical, funds, sponsors, everything I'm going to explain you in this video. So watch this video till the end, क्योंकि half information is always dangerous. So you need to prepare your file in such a manner that you would be able to get your visa in your first attempt. So, first thing first, that you need to choose the right consultant who can guide you with the right course, who can guide you with the right career outcome, the right funding, because that's how you get your visa. So that is your first step. If you want to consult with us, there is a link given in the description. Click that link, get in touch with us, and we'll explain you each and everything without any problem. Now, going forward, the first step is that you choose the right intake and then you apply for an conditional or an unconditional offer letter. So, what is a conditional offer letter? Let's say you are in your last semester of your degree and you have not taken the exam yet, and you want to secure your offer for the coming intake. So, that is called a conditional offer letter. Or if you have not taken the IELTS or PT exam, that is called unconditional offer letter. Now, unconditional offer letter is that you are done with your degree, you have all your work experience documents, you have your IELTS or PT score, and then you are submitting your application. So that way you would get an unconditional offer letter. So this is how the offer letter thing works. Now, going ahead, the what is the IELTS requirement or PT requirement? So if you are going for a PG program, the requirement is 6.5, not less than 6. And if you're going for a UG program, the IELTS requirement is overall 6, not less than 5.5. So in PT, it would be 58, not less than 50. And for UG, it would be overall 50, not less than 42. It's very simple. Now, there are some specialized program like law, psychology, then you have early childhood education, where even nursing, they require 7 bands or above. So you need to check with your counselor what is the IELTS requirement, and based on that, you can plan your application. Now, this is just on your offer letter side. So, when you file your visa, you would require all these documents: your 10th, 12th, your graduation, work experience documents, and your IELTS or PT, and your passport. So, these are the basic documents. And make sure that all these documents can be verified by the visa officer. And if possible, ask your consultant to verify it before even the visa officer does that, because that way visa officer will get the confidence that yes, this file is complete, they have done their due diligence. Now, PCC would be required, which is a police clearance certificate. Then you require a medical. For the student, you just need a chest x-ray, you don't need a full body medical. And then you have, if you are taking your spouse and your kids, they would need to go for a full medical. So New Zealand allows you to bring your spouse with you. They can get the open work permit. Your kids, if they are less than 5 years of age, they will get visitor visa. If they are 5 years of age or above, then they will get student visa. And all these visas are filed through LIA, Licensed Immigration Advisor. So we are a licensed immigration advisor company where we can help you not just with your student visa, we can help you with your spouse as well as your kids visa in house. So that is the advantage you have with us. Now, going forward, there is no age bar in New Zealand. We have got the visa for even 40, 45, and 50 years of the student. So you don't have to worry about that. Oh, my age is 35, because in Australia there is no post-study work visa after 34 years of age. There is no condition as such in New Zealand. If you have gap in your profile, that is again a very crucial thing. So if you have gap in your profile, that gap has to be justified with the correct documentation. If you have the work experience, if you have done any internship, if you have done any social work, everything has to be explained with the documentary evidence to the immigration officer, so that they don't consider it as a gap, and they make sure that they grant you the visa without thinking too much. Now, after knowing all these things, the another major important factor is the funds. If your funds are sorted, that's how you get your New Zealand visa. सो कितने फंड्स चाहिए आपको? मैं बहुत सिंपल लैंग्वेज में ही समझाने की कोशिश करूँगा, तो इसको ध्यान से सुनना, क्योंकि जब तक आपको ये समझ नहीं आएगा तब तक आप अपनी फ़ाइल को अच्छी तरीके से प्रिपेयर नहीं कर पाओगे। नाउ, छोटे-छोटे बुलेट पॉइंट्स में समझाने की कोशिश करूँगा। जो भी आपके क्वेश्चन होंगे, क्वेरी होंगी, प्लीज़ कमेंट सेक्शन में लिख के मुझसे पूछ लीजिएगा, और या फिर देयर इज़ अ लिंक इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन, उसके थ्रू आप हमारे काउंसलर्स के साथ टच में आ सकते हैं, एंड देन दे कैन resolve all your queries and we can help you apply as well for the offer as well as for the visa. Now, total fund requirement for New Zealand is your tuition fees, entire tuition fees. So if your course is 1 year, then you just need to consider 1 year fees. If your course is 1.5 year, then 1.5 year fees. It is for 2 years, then 2 years fees. And if it is a bachelor's, which is 3 years, then for the entire 3 years fees. जितने ड्यूरेशन आपका कोर्स होगा उसकी टोटल फीस प्लस उतनी ही ड्यूरेशन के लिविंग एक्सपेंसेस. Let's take an example of a course where the tuition fees is 16 lakhs for 1 year. So 16 लाख रुपए एक साल की फीस हुई, उसके साथ आपको 10 लाख के लिविंग एक्सपेंसेस. नाउ you need to also show the visa officer that you have money to buy the tickets for your return and for travel. So what I would consider is that 16 lakhs for your tuition fees, 10 lakhs for living expenses, and then you add another 2 for your travel and ticket. So that's how you calculate your fund for each year: tuition fees, living expenses, plus the travel and ticket. This is the total fund requirement. If it is for 3 years, then you multiply this by 3. That's how you get the entire amount in front of you. Now, this entire amount can be shown through multiple sponsors. You can have sponsors from your family: mother, father, brother, sister, dada, dadi, nana, nani. And if you're married, then your father in law or mother in law can sponsor. Any other relative apart from that, they have to be abroad in order to sponsor you. If they are in India, only these people can sponsor you. But if you have like brother-in-law who wants to sponsor, but that brother-in-law or his wife needs to be abroad, then only they can sponsor you. So multiple sponsors are allowed. It's just that they need to have proper ideas कि आपके पास enough source of fund होना चाहिए to support your education abroad. The fund requirement is that your funds needs to be 3 to 6 months old. But इसका सोर्स क्या है ये आपको जस्टिफाई करना पड़ेगा. एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर एबल टू जस्टिफाई द सोर्स ऑफ फंड्स, यू गेट द वीज़ा. इफ़ यू डू नॉट जस्टिफाई द सोर्स ऑफ फंड्स, दैट्स वेयर द ट्रबल बिगिंस. सो आपको इस चीज़ का अच्छी तरीके से ख्याल रखना है कि जो भी आप फंड्स इमिग्रेशन के सामने शो कर रहे हो, उसका सोर्स क्या है ये आपको एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ेगा. एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर एबल टू एक्सप्लेन द सोर्स ऑफ फंड्स, यू विल बी गुड टू गो. Let me just give you an example. You have got a property which you sold. Now you need to, once the money comes in your account, it has to come as per the sale deed. सेल डीड के हिसाब से आपके अकाउंट में पैसा आया, उसकी चेक की कॉपी रखो अपने पास. ऑनलाइन ट्रांजैक्शन है तो उसका रेफरेंस आपके पास होना चाहिए. एंड देन you show that once you get your money in the account, and then you need to hold that money for at least 3 months in order to justify that this money actually belongs to you. उस 3 महीने के पीरियड में if you can file your ITR, or if the ITR is filed and you have declared this in your ITR, that's a huge advantage. That makes the money purely legitimate. So you need to take care of all these things so that you would be able to put in front of the visa officer that your funds are genuine, they are from the correct source, and you actually, these funds belongs to you. This is one thing. And then finally you need to have a very compelling SOP. SOP is make or break of your application. So it has to have your background, your family background, your education background, what is the skills, what you are trying to get from this program, why you have chosen this program, why you have chosen this university or the college, what are your future plans. Everything has to make sense. So it has to be your life story, a mirror image of your profile, that this is where I've done my 10th, 12th, graduation, this is my work experience. The reason I'm doing this course is that I'm not able to grow my career in with the current qualification and work experience. So you need to justify that why you are doing this course, why these skills are important for your career growth, and why and how this course is going to help you achieve those goals. So it is very very important for you to make sure कि आप ये सारी चीज़ें अपनी SOP में कवर करो, and that's where you lodge your visa. I'm sure इसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे ऐसे पॉइंट्स होंगे जो आपकी केस टू केस बेसिस पर डिपेंड करते हैं. दे डिपेंड अपॉन योर एजुकेशन बैकग्राउंड, दे डिपेंड अपॉन योर फाइनेंशियल बैकग्राउंड, दे डिपेंड अपॉन योर वर्क एक्सपीरियंस. तो इस केसेस में क्या होता है कि देन यू नीड अ कंसल्टेंट हु अंडरस्टैंड योर प्रोफाइल एंड गिव यू द गाइडेंस एज पर what is best for your profile. So I have tried to cover each and everything in this video. If there would be something which was left out, so please ask in the comment section or connect with us. We'll be more than happy to help you with the entire process. Looking forward for your messages on our WhatsApp. The link is in the description. See you in the next video. Till the time, you guys take care of yourself. Bye bye.